What's up, y'all? CEO Lee here, man. Producer, songwriter, football, man. And today we gonna figure out if I still got it or not. That's my first love. I got some league homies. We able to do some content with them. So we gonna figure out if I got what it takes to train with an NFL pro. My prime when I was in college, I ran like a 4.5.
What was that, like 17 years ago?
17 is great. I'm 33, bro. That nigga like 28.
I was like, he fresh.
Yeah, he is prime.
Fresh meat.
Like, nah, tell me if this perspective makes sense. Only thing I need is one stop. If I stop him one time, I feel like I did my job. Cause he's a Super Bowl champion. He's a professional. Dog against Florida. Got into the league. Dogged in the league. Got traded. Won a Super Bowl. And now we here.
What team?
Got traded to the Giants.
No, what team he won with?
The Chiefs.
It's that time.
Anybody could get me right is TJ. Yeah. Y'all know who I call. I got 7 days to figure some shit out, my boy. You the only person I know that can figure some shit out.
We're gonna figure it out probably less than that.
I bet, say no more.
How does it feel to be getting coached by a real NFL trainer?
I met TJ in college. I played football with his cousin. Shout out to Vaughn. That's how I met TJ. And me and TJ was kind of involved in the same getting through school, finding a way of making one. And we both turned out A-OK, you get what I'm saying? So our relationship, it been tight for a little minute, you feel me? So I'm glad that I got friends that also made a transition in life, you get what I'm saying? Like, and I think that's a very, very important thing to take from this too, is like, your friend group should always involve, you get what I'm saying? That's how y'all stay relatable and stuff like that. None of my friends that I had in high school and college is doing the same thing that they doing now. You get what I'm saying? So the fact that me and him was homies back then, and the fact that I kind of needed something and he was able to provide that service, because that's exactly what he do. He trained. I think he had 40 in the last 2 drafts. He had 40 draft picks in the last 2 drafts or whatever the case may be. So that's super hard. So getting information and just learning tips and tricks, you get what I'm saying, that I could use on the fly from somebody of that caliber, I'm definitely grateful for that. Just a little bit, y'all.
Back shoulder, so you're running, ball will come behind you, catch, tuck in your arms, stand down. All right. So we'll work shit like this. If we're running a fade or a vertical, right? And the DB playing ahead, so like let's say you running, and the DB ahead like this, the quarterback gonna put it to where he can't get to it, so he'll throw it behind you, catch it, about it. Take everything we just did, we're gonna flip it, we're gonna flip sides.
What would you say, how much talent and then how much fundamental, like for instance, you got a talented ass kid, no fundamentals. You got a fundamentally sound kid, hard worker, and like he gets the science.
Who gonna make
Who
it
wins?
further?
Yes, who goes further?
Probably the one with more technique.
More technique. Any particular reason?
The thing I like to tell kids, like at a young age, is like fall in love with the little shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? The quicker you fall in love with the little shit, the better off you gonna be. Because for every level you move up, it's less about how good you is and more about how well you can do the little shit.
Because everybody good once you get to a certain level.
So I get kids like that I may have been training them since 8th grade, 9th grade, they end up being a 5-star or some shit.
Yeah.
And they go to like Georgia or Alabama or some shit like that. The thing, when you get to those type of schools, they only recruiting 4 and 5 stars.
Yeah.
So when you get in there, everybody good. You know what I'm saying? But then you get those 5 stars who everybody think from their town, like, oh yeah, he finna go to Georgia and go crazy freshman year.
Just because he a talented kid.
He talented, but when you get to schools like that, everybody talented, and what's gonna separate you from everybody else is how well you can just do the little shit right.
Yeah.
Because it ain't about just throwing you a go ball. It ain't about just, you know what I'm saying, putting the ball in your hand, like, can you line up right? You know what I'm saying? Can you remember the plays?
Yeah.
On this play, are you -2 from the numbers? Are you +2 from the hash? You know what I'm saying? And you don't want to get in those situations where it might be a play and you supposed to be lined up on the hash and you +2 from the hash.
Bait the whole play.
You might the alignment up. You know what I'm saying? Or coach just cussing your ass out. Like, first time he might be like, hey, scoot in or something. You go back out there the next play, you line up wrong again, you coming out.
You might not get no more reps.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And it's an older dude or it's somebody in your same class.
Yeah.
And they can line up right. They can catch the ball. They not missing class. You know what I'm saying? They know the plays. They gonna play before you. Even if you was ranked before them.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Now, when you get to the league, it get a little bit more tricky because now the politics side come into it. So like I done had people like, let's say this one team, let's just say the Falcons for instance, right? They draft a guy 2nd round, they bring another guy in 6th round or 7th round or a free agent, right? They bring him in, but he performing way better than the guy that's 2nd round, you feel me? So he thinking like when the season come like, oh yeah, I'm finna play over him.
But it's business.
It's business. Dude got drafted 2nd round, they done paid him about $4 million signing bonus. He gotta get on that field. You know what I'm saying? We don't owe you shit because we ain't paid you shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
If you stick around long enough, though, you might get your shot.
You might get your shot. You know what I'm saying? But for the time being, we gotta
get our money's worth.
So it's like I used to tell all my niggas in the league, like, you know what I'm saying? Control what you can control.
Yeah.
And at the end of the day, the only thing you can control is what you do.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Knowing your shit, being where you're supposed to be, and then when you get that opportunity, you gotta take it around with it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? 2, 3, all over the left side. Go. Let's try it. You ain't gotta jump. So on this, we just working like, let's say I beat you, you the DB, right? Come on, you running. Let's say I'm running the ball short. So instead of me trying to do all this extra, I could just slow down and keep you on my back and still catch you. You either gonna flag, you either gonna try to grab me, it's gonna be a flag, I'm gonna make you sit. That's another small detail, like niggas don't be knowing, I gotta be. I might gotta slow down. Yeah. One more. Alright, this the high point. We jogging, high point, back to the right. Go. Ah, that's on me, that's on me. He caught it though. He caught it though. Now look, you see what you did? See how you put that ball up?
Yeah.
Now DB's getting smart now. They'll let you catch the ball and they'll just play through your hands. They'll punch the ball out. So the last detail, like I said, little shit, right?
Yeah.
Last detail I told you was what? Catch it, tight tuck. So when I catch, we already at the end zone, right? So when I catch this bitch, if I tight tuck, I keep myself in bounds so I can now put the ball, right? A lot of niggas try and catch it, just get out of bounds. We trying to score. That's more money. Get one more. Go. And all that little shit matter, bro, cause it's $10,000 more dollars for you if you goddamn go out of bounds here and you score.
Swear. You gotta perform to get the bonuses.
Perform to get the bonuses. So like they get a check for, they get a signing bonus, they get a check for the season, which whatever their contract is, right? But they get that like every 2 weeks. So it might depend on who you is. Might be, it could be anywhere from 20,000 every 2 weeks to 200, 300,000.
Yeah.
A quarterback, you might get $2 million every 2 weeks.
That's beastie.
But
That's OD.
that's just during the season. Now, at the end of the season, this the check they looking for is called a player performance check.
Yeah.
So you get that in like January, February, you feel me?
So like in basketball, people will start statting, they'll start, padding their stats. They do the same thing in football?
What you mean, patent?
So padding their stats. So it's like, if you know
They
that
actually calculating their stats.
yeah,
and
like I
add
know
up
I
and shit.
need to average a double-double. So instead of me passing it to my homie, I'm gonna get this last shot. I'm gonna
Because
grab
you
these
might
two
get more
boards
money.
because you might get more money. So they
like,
doing the same
for
thing.
us- So for us, it's like, so like if you're a rookie, some shit like that, for every player on the field, that's an extra $1,000.
That's
You know what I'm saying? So for every catch, it might be 2 bands or something like that. You know what I'm saying?
That's
For
hard.
every touchdown, it might be an extra 20,000. Then you push towards the playoffs. Every playoff game, that shit go up more.
Yeah.
every playoff game you win, you get a bonus for that. Like you start off like 100,000. First playoff game, then the second playoff game, you might get a bonus of like 250.
Damn, so these niggas, so that shit really don't
And
be.
then, that check you don't see till January and February. So you got your money during the season that you making your game checks.
Yeah.
And then when it's time for all season, it's time to have
You might get a little fun money coming in.
Get that fun money, like.
Yeah.
There it goes. There, oh!
This what I never understood growing up, right? The word no. I didn't understand it when it came from your dream. You get what I'm saying? Or you wanting to do something that betters yourself. You get what I'm saying? Like, I don't understand no. Like, people that take no for an answer is crazy to me, because it's like, you didn't exhaust. I know that you didn't exhaust everything that you possibly could have exhausted, because you wouldn't have landed on no. And that's what I feel like this challenge is to me, is like, can you guard a Super Bowl champion? Can you guard somebody that did something that thousands, hundreds of thousands of people try to do, and that's go to the NFL and make it? And the answer I keep landing on is yeah, because I just feel like no, it's not an option. You get what I'm saying? Am I gonna stop him 10 out of 10 times? Who knows? You get what I'm saying? It can possibly happen. Is that a reality? Or is that my expectations? And I feel like I'm gonna always pick how I set my bar in my life. You get what I'm saying? So if I say I'm gonna stop him 10 out of 10, that's what I'm gonna do. If I say I'm gonna stop him 7 out of 10, that's what I'm gonna do. So that's what I'm just thinking about right now, because I know it's people that's probably like, when they line up in front of somebody that probably done made it further than them, or that's getting more scouts, or whatever the case may be, it's like, y'all start doubting yourself, and I don't think I think you lose already when you start doing that, you feel me? I think you lose when you do that, so that's what I'm thinking about right now, man. I'm excited. I know what I'm gonna do. I can only count on what I'm gonna do. This shit not on you, is in you, my nigga. You feel me? It's like you gotta have that dog in you. I don't think nobody wanted more than me. Like, I'm not a plan B type of guy. If that makes sense to y'all. It's like, I never had a plan B. My plan A was to always be successful. Industries change, but I didn't revert to plan B. I'm literally using all my tools that I had playing sports in the music business. You know what I'm saying? It's like, I ain't have a plan B. If shit start going off track, figure out how to make plan A work. Do what you gotta do and get right back on plan A. It ain't no plan B.